What's up, guys? Chris, Professional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. Recently, I've gotten a few comments and emails about knife suggestions and ideas, and people wanting me to give them my opinion about a few different things. One of them was in a comment, and it was about good ideas for gentlemen's knives. And a few of you all saw that, and you all responded with some really good suggestions. I appreciate that. You all had some great ideas. I have a few gentlemen's knives that I think would work for what you was looking for, but I'm also working on putting together an order from Blue Ridge to get a few in so that I can have a video for you here in the next few days to a week about some gentlemen's knives that I think would be exactly what you're looking for according to what you were saying. Now, they might not be good ideas for you or the right suggestions, but I will put some suggestions out there and I'll put a video together for you. I also got an email from a new person that's new to the channel, just found the channel. Welcome to the channel, by the way. You know who you are. Thank you for reaching out to me. They had a question about EDC knives. Now, let me just say this. One of the great things about this community is that these are the best people, salt of the earth, and there is never a question that you could ask in the comment section where you would be ridiculed. People don't look down on people because they're new to knife collecting or they don't know anything. When I was new to this channel putting out videos, I didn't know half of what I was talking about, and people would correct me in the video comments all the time, and they would teach me and teach me and teach me over and over and over. And half, well, not even half, the majority of what I know I learned from the comment section. So always feel free to ask anything that you have to ask in the comment section below. Feel free to reach out to me too. I'll definitely I will not always answer your emails, people. I love getting emails and texts from people, but everybody knows my story. I'm a full-time dad with 6 kids. 2 of them are off doing, one's in South Korea right now studying abroad at a university, one's in the military, and then I got these 4 between the ages of 3 and 10, full-time single dad. I got my hands full every day. So I'll read I do read all my emails. Daniel and James and people like that will email me all the time, and I'll read them, but I might not be able to get back to them for a day or two because I'm so busy, or I'll even forget sometimes, but I do read them. So feel free to reach out to me, ask me any questions you want. If I can get back to you with a good answer, I will. If not, I'll ask people in the community and they can give you a good answer, but always feel free. This community is very welcoming and open, and they will not ridicule you because you're new or you don't know the answer to a question, or because you ask a question that you might feel like is going to be perceived as a dumb question or something. There is no such thing. We all start somewhere, and we love it when people start collecting knives, and you have to start somewhere. Nobody knows things when they first start. Nobody knows everything. Ask your questions about the blade steels and the brands and the things that you was talking about in the email. Ask those, and these people will help you. But I definitely love your emails too, and I will always get back to you. I love getting emails and texts. By the way, my kids do read my texts. That is a personal thing. They know who it is. My kids read my texts. My kids always have my phone. If I'm not making videos, they have them playing Roblox or something else, or watching YouTube videos, and text messages will come through and they'll read them. And you know, my kids read my texts. I stopped fighting that battle a long time ago, but honestly, the majority of the time I don't have things coming through in my text messages that I wouldn't want somebody reading or seeing anyways. I don't really have that much private personal information to keep from my kids. That's just a little inside thing. But my kids do read my text. All right, so what I wanted to do, the question was this: what are some good things to look out for making a good EDC knife? What makes a good EDC knife? So what I decided to do, I love making just silly no point videos to them, just doing them just because I like messing with my knives and having a reason to get them out and go through them and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a ranking video really quick, and I'm going to rate them from one place all the way to number 1 on EDC. And I'm going to explain as I go some things that you want to look for and consider when looking for a good EDC knife. The very first knife that I'm going to show you in the 25th spot, and yes, I did say 25, but you'll see with the time, I will run through these really quick. I'm not going over the stats, the weight, the length, nothing. I'm just going to show the knife and move on. One thing that the very first knife is the Miguron Valona. Now this is a larger knife, it's a heavier knife, it's a beefier knife, but this is a knife that could be both gentleman, executive, whatever, or EDC knife. It's got a sharp tip, a good flat grind, it's got multiple openings, and it's a liner lock. This is a budget knife that you can get for around $50 on Amazon, and Miguron have some of the best fit and finish you can possibly get on a budget knife. Fantastic, 14C28M blade steel. So there is the first lesson. The first lesson is you want to have multiple openings on an EDC knife if possible. You don't want to be limited to one thing. This has a flipper tab, and it also has these long fullers here, or blood grooves. Some people can do, I can't do the Spidey flick, but a lot of people can do Spidey flicks. I can't do that, but you can use it with your thumb. I can do it that way using that the fullers. So having multiple opening methods is, the more opening methods the better for a EDC knife. This has a titanium milled pocket clip that is reversible, thick liners. It's a fantastic knife. Number 24 is the Syncut Arc Blast. This is a fantastic knife. Civivi does and Syncut does wonderful things with their plunge button locks. They are some of the best at button locks in the budget realm. This has aluminum handles, deep carry pocket clip, screws are flush with the handle. It's not, it is reversible, so dual thumb studs and button lock. It also has a wonderful drop point blade with the good swedge on top and a hollow grind. Extremely slicey. Now I'm pretty sure that this is 10 CR. It might be 9 CR though. I can't remember. It's either 9 CR or 10 CR. It's one or the other. This is extremely affordable. You can get this under 50 bucks as well, with aluminum handles, a button lock, Syncut, fantastic, and you don't have to go with blue. And look, you got a flipper tab, thumb studs, and a button lock that is fidgety. Now, that is the second lesson to think about when considering a good EDC knife. Do you want a knife that is fidgety? A knife that has good action that you can just play with and fidget with? Some people don't care about that, some people do. That is a personal preference. I like a knife that's fidgety because of ADD and stuff like that, but also because just smooth action. So if you want a good knife that's fidgety, that's something to consider. Number 23 is the Kubi Titius. This thing is fantastic. It's got 14C28M blade steel, a big thumb ramp that's gent for your thumb, good finger choil, good ergonomics, a nice fuller on both sides, a good drop point, flat grind, and flame anodized titanium handles. And it's got a frame lock. This thing is awesome. This is one of the best knives on the market that you're going to get for $100 or under. This is right at 100 bucks, and it is awesome. Everyone who not everyone, but most people that have the Titius absolutely love it for a reason. This knife is a knife that is a larger, bulkier beater EDC knife, but nonetheless, it is a fantastic EDC option. Fantastic knife. Next, we have the Kaiser Assassin. I love this knife. This has got micarta handles, another deep carry pocket clip that has the screws flush with the handle, and it is reversible, ambidextrous. It's got good thick steel liners. It's got a lot of jimping on top, good drop point with the good swedge, flat grind, button lock, extremely fidgety. I mean, very fidgety. This has also got 154 cm blade steel. Now, I'll come back to blade steel here in a minute with another lesson about that. But this is a fantastic knife. It's got good straight lines with one choil. So the ergos are really good, and the jimping on top is nice because it's got a lot of jimping. Fantastic knife. All these will be linked in the description below, and all of these are budget options that come in $100 or under, and most of them are $70 or under. The next knife is the Bestech Slasher. This thing is a dream knife. Let me tell you, this thing is awesome. It has the reverse tanto blade, has a big D2 blade, flat grind, a good swedge on top, piercing tip. It's got micarta handles, a wire pocket clip that is deep carry, and also reversible. Crossbar lock, thumb studs. It is fantastic. This thing has incredible action, a D2 blade, slicey as all get out. It's got a little bit of weight to it because of thick steel liners, stuff like that. It's got a G10 back spacer here. It is just all the way around a fantastic knife, and you can get this for around $67, I think it is. And it is an amazing EDC knife, a good finger choil with a lot of straight lines. So the next lesson is this. I want to talk to you about pocket clip. It's really important when you're looking for an EDC knife. If you're right-handed, it won't really matter because most of your knives come right-handed capable right out of the box, and they're not all ambidextrous, meaning that you can switch the pocket clip from this side, see those lines, to this side, or they will have the pocket clip there and the buttonholes there. So screw holes, not buttonholes, but screw holes, so that you can reverse it one hand to the other, so it can be ambidextrous, left hand or right hand. If you're left-handed, you want to make sure that, like I am, I'm left-handed, so I have to make sure all the time that I get knives. Not all my knives are ambidextrous. Some of them are just right-handed, but I like to get knives that are left hand or right hand, both. I can switch it back or forth. And then tip up is something I'll talk to you about in just a second. The next knife, QSP Penguin, one of the best EDC knives in the world. The reason that this isn't rated a lot higher is because this is a very plain version of the QSP Penguin. Now, not this one, because this one has been juiced up and customized by my good friend Jimmy Crow. He done some blade work and dyed the scales and stuff. But the QSP Penguin is one of the top selling EDC knives on the market for a reason. It is fantastic. You can get these in this form for around $40 to $45. Now they have the XL version, extra large. They have the minis. They sell so many that they've come out with a bunch of different versions. You can get them with different blade steels. You can get them with different handle materials. You can get them premium versions, budget versions, whatever. But you can get a good D2, like this one is in D2 Penguin, with the sheep's foot blade, an amazing flat grind, straight lines for the ergonomics, deep carry pocket clip that is reversible, all in dual thumb studs. The Penguin is one of your best ever EDC options. You can't go wrong with the Penguin. It's just that daggone good. I mean, it's a slicey machine. This thing is a razor blade. It's got it now. They're don't have the best sharpening choil, so a lot of people will put a smile on it when they start to sharpen, and that means you'll start to get a curve in the blade, in the edge, from sharpening it. And that comes with experience. You'll understand what that is. But the Penguin is a fantastic knife. Next is the Kaiser Drop Bear, and it doesn't matter what version of the Drop Bear it is. Some people would rate the Drop Bear a lot higher. I like the Drop Bear a lot, but I like a lot of these knives a lot. So for me, this is where it's falling in at. The Kaiser Drop Bear is phenomenal. This is the one that says thank you to who you are. Of all of them, this one really means a lot, just because best daddy in the galaxy. My kids love that. So, deep carry pocket clip. Not all of them have the acrylic see-through handles with the engravings and the etchings underneath on the liners. Some of them have different handle materials and stuff, but regardless, what makes the drop bear so daggone good, and I also have a fixed blade drop bear that's fantastic. What makes the drop bear, there's a lot of things that make it good, but it's the blade. It's that that sharp point at the end of this drop point blade. It's got a good flat grind. It's got excellent jimping on top. It's got dual thumb studs, a crossbar lock. The drop bear is one of Kaiser's better selling knives, and again, another knife that they've come out with a ton of versions of because it sells so many. It's so popular that they've got a ton of versions, fixed blades, XLs, everything else. They've got so many drop bear versions because they sell like hotcakes, and it is a fantastic knife. Now this one is in Nitro V. Nitro V is a great blade steel, fantastic blade steel. Speaking of which, that's my next lesson that I'm going to teach you about getting a good EDC knife. Learn your blade steels. Decide what you want. I'm the kind of person who I do not care about blade steels. I don't. I have a whole bunch of knives back here that are premiums. I have $700-800 knives back here, and I have $100 knives back here. I have fixed blades the same exact way. I'm not saying that to brag. They stay there. I don't care. I don't care about blade steels. I care about them on collector's pieces, on knives that I want to collect because they're nice to have. S35VN or Magna Cut or S90V and all that other stuff. That's great to have. And yes, they are good blade steels. They do hold the edge forever. They are tougher. They do have good corrosion resistance. They are worth the money. But for a general EDC knife, I don't care. And the reason why is this. If I take a knife out to the streets with me and I use it on a daily basis for EDC, and I take one that's an S35VN, let's say, and I take another one that's 9CR, which is a very low budget blade steel. Still good, but it's a budget blade steel. And I come back at the end of the day, both of them will still be sharp. Because I don't do a whole lot with my knives and I don't beat up on my knives. So carrying around an S35VN blade steel, I'm never going to get all that performance out of it anyways, because I just don't do enough to need it. Now, if you're somebody that does need that extra performance because you cut thousands of boxes a day and you do that type of work and you need excellent edge retention, you want to invest in a knife that has good blade steel. If you're the average person that carries a knife for the general EDC purposes, I promise you, whether you've got Magna Cut or whether you've got Nitro V or VG10 or AUS 8 or D2, at the end of the day, your knife will be used for normal things, opening packages, cutting boxes, zip ties, maybe some rope, something like that, but your knife edge will still be sharp because we don't do enough on a daily basis to dull them. Now, the great thing is with the cheaper budget steels, they're easy to sharpen. The expensive steels hold the edge longer, but they're harder to sharpen. So there's a catch-22 and there's a give and take with both. I love the premium blade steels. I love them. I love collecting them. I've got all of them back here. I love them. But for me, for EDC, for knives that I actually carry and use, I don't care. Not everybody's like that. Some people are knife snobs and steel snobs, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. They understand quality, performance, and reliability, and they don't want to waste their money on inexpensive knives. They're moved past that. They buy expensive knives because that's what they like and want to use, and I respect that. So steel snob is not a negative connotation. I understand why they're that way, and I respect it and appreciate that. Me personally, though, I don't care. And if you're a person like that you just want a knife to cut, I promise you, any of these blade steels will do just fine. Decide on what you want, decide on how much you want to spend, and then go for it. But I don't buy a knife just because it doesn't have a good high-end blade steel on it. I'll buy a knife regardless because I like knives. You know, it is what it is. The next knife is another Kaiser, and this is the Mini Grouper. They don't have a full-size grouper. It's the only grouper. It's the mini grouper, though. This is a leaf-shaped blade. This is one of your more common, not more common. This is, actually, it's not all that common, but this is one of your better EDC blade shapes, I should say. It's a fantastic blade shape. It's got a good drop point, flat grind, very slicey. It's got good jimping on top, dual thumb studs. It's got the plunge button lock. It's a fantastic knife. It's got the flipper tab. This has got the G10 with the carbon fiber overlays. Deep carry pocket clip that is reversible, left hand or right hand. The mini grouper is a fantastic EDC knife. When you start getting into these knives with these leaf shapes and these good drop shapes or drop points and stuff, you're getting a really good slicey EDC blade. Now, if you're looking for something hard use, hard beater knife, it might not be the right shape for you. Are you wanting a beater knife for EDC or just a good slicey EDC knife? That's something you got to consider. Blade shape matters a lot on EDC knives. This is the leaf shape. I love it. It's a fantastic knife, and the Kaiser Mini Grouper is a winner. It is a home run knife. It's hard to beat. Here's another knife with the leaf shape. This is the Mini Nightshade. Now, I would rather have the full-size Nightshade. The Nightshade is one of the best EDC knives made, hands down, no question. Ask anybody that has one and they will tell you. This is a mini, so it's still really good, but it's nowhere near as good as the full-size. This one has carbon fiber and S35VN, and it's right at $100. I wish I had spent $75, $80 and got the full-size with just D2 or something, because I like full-size knives. I love having this mini, and this is still a great EDC option, a great EDC knife, but me personally, I'd rather have the full-size. That's another thing. What size knife do you want? Do you want a knife that's a 3-finger grip? How big is your hand? Do you want a knife that's a big one like that Valona that's going to be a good 4-finger grip, or a smaller knife like this? Do you want a mini knife? A little one like the little Main Street or the Mini Nightshade? Or do you want a full-size knife like this, drop bear? That plays a big role in what EDC is. EDC, a lot of people are going to the lightweight, Decas, bug outs, things like that. And there's a reason, because for EDC, you just want a lightweight, slicey knife. This is a really good example of a knife like that. A lightweight slicing knife with excellent materials, S35VN and carbon fiber, orange thumb studs that just pop, a crossbar lock, deep carry pocket clip that's reversible. I mean, look at that orange geared spacer. This thing is phenomenal. This knife is next level. This is premium. If this was a full size, this would be a $150 knife. It is awesome. But the blade shape, the ergonomics, it is amazing for EDC. Whether you're going for the mini or the full size, the Nightshade is a winner. Next knife is the Civivi Chevalier 2 or Chevalier 2. Fantastic knife. I love this thing. I love it because the handles have straight lines, 1-finger choil, deep carry pocket clip, reversible aluminum handles. Another one, remember, Civivi and Sencut do the really good button locks. They do great button locks. They're one of the better budget-in knives with button locks. They do really good work with those. They're reliable, they perform well, they're safe and secure, they hold up well. Now this has got the sheep's foot blade or drop. It's a cross between a drop point and a sheep's foot, but good slicey blade, sharp piercing tip, fullers on both sides. Just a fantastic knife. Aluminum handles, fidgety as all get out. Great knife. Now this is a larger one, 4-finger with real estate at the end, and my hands are bigger. Great knife. Kaiser Bulldog. Don't sleep on this one. This is a good knife right here. This one's a little aggressive. This is a pocket shredder, so to speak, because it's got this diamond texture G10, but it's got a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. I've got it in the pink salmon. I like pink. I wear pink shirts on the videos all the time, and you'll see me. You probably already have seen me in pink shirts. But crossbar lock, dual thumb studs, and look at this blade shape. Now, one of the great things about it is the jimping all the way down the blade. Look at that jimping. You can get multiple holds on this with the flat grind. You can pierce a package and slice it. You can slice down boxes. You can do food prep. You can do whatever. And look at the ergonomics on this thing. The ergos are fantastic on this knife. This one is, I can't remember, this is the most expensive one on Blade HQ, but I think you can get these right around 75 bucks, maybe 80 bucks for a good Bulldog, Kaiser Bulldog. And the blade steel on this is, I think this is Nitro V. No, this is 154 cm. Ooh, 154 cm. Now, 154 cm, if you don't know yet, 154 cm is one of your better EDC blade steels because it's really, really tough, like super tough. But also has decent edge retention and good corrosion resistance. But you do want a tough knife for EDC in case you do have to do a little bit of chopping or beating on it a little bit. 154 is really tough and will hold up well. But I love the Bulldog. Next, the Vosti Telarasis. This is similar to the Slasher. Blue denim micarta, deep carry pockets clip that's reversible. Crossbar lock, fidgety action. Another one with the reverse Tonto, good swedge, flat grind. Now this is in 14C 28N. 14C is another popular blade steel for EDC knives. This one happens to bite me all the time. If you're not careful when you close it, it will clip your palm and you will slice your hand. I do it all the time. This has a thumb disc, that round thing, instead of thumb studs. Works the same exact way. It's for opening the blade. But this has multiple openings, the thumb disc and the crossbar lock. So very fidgety. A great blade, a great brand. Vosti is fantastic. There's several up here from the Vosti company. But you want to talk about a slicing machine. This right here is a great, great knife. QSP also does great things. This is the aluminum handled. I forgot the daggone name of this knife. I've got so many knives up here. Hold on a second. I'll think of it in a second. I'm just tongue-tied. This has got 14C 28M blade steel, a good clip point. I mean, this is ceramic coated on the blade. Look at that grind work on that tip. Look at the ergonomics here. Dual thumb studs, good jimping on top. Aluminum handles, deep carry pocket clip. I mean, this thing is phenomenal. What is the... Yeah, I was just saying it in my head until I picked it up to say it. I'll link it in the description. You'll know what it is because I'll link it in the description. This is one of the best knives that was released in the year it was released. It was released with a few more of these knives you're about to see. And it was one of the best overall knives that were released this year. The year it was released. It is amazing. The ergos are fantastic. The blade, piercing, slashing, whatever you want, slicey. It's just all around fantastic. This is an amazing, amazing knife, and you can get these things for different colors. You can get them in different blades, blade colors and stuff like that, but it's ceramic coating, so it's really, really good, and it's 14C28N. I love this. This is one of the, and it's fidgety as all get out. I mean, very fidgety. I love this knife. Love it. Link it'll be in the description, linked in the description below. It's escaped my brain. Cicada's wing, super lightweight, under 50 bucks. Look at that knife. Look at that flat grind. This is by Best Techman. Cicada's wing, lightweight G10 handles, deep carry pocket clip. This is in 10CR, so really good blade steel for budget end. Reverse Tonto, flat grind. Hold on a second, buddy. Dual thumb studs. This thing is so lightweight, it feels like a bug's wing. It's that lightweight. It's like the bug out and different things like that, going for these lightweight options. There you go. The Cicada's wing, super lightweight, super fidgety, and 10CR is no joke for a budget steel. 10CR is extremely tough, excellent corrosion resistance. The edge retention is not like, S35VN or something like that, but it's still pretty good for a budget steel. Easy to sharpen. It's a good budget steel. I like 10CR. There's nothing wrong with it. And this, I bit my hand again. I just did it again. Very fidgety. The Cicada's wing is under $50 and one of the most fidgety, lightweight EDC options you can get. I recommend this thing so highly. If you just want a lightweight, slicey EDC knife, the Cicada's wing is a home run. Another QSP, this is the Vault. This was one of the top 2 or 3 budget knives that was released the year it was released. It is an amazing knife. It has steel bolsters, micarta handles. It's kind of like a gentleman's knife and an EDC knife. Very, very elegant looking. Has a crossbar lock. Very fidgety. Dual thumb studs. Excellent jimping. Look at that blade, the drop point. Look at that flat grind. Reversible pocket clip that goes through the top instead of screws on the side. So it is left-hand or right-hand ambidextrous. But the Vault is almost $90 for a reason. This thing ain't no joke. This is a this is a budget knife that gives you the feeling of a premium knife. It really does. It's just that daggone good. The Vault is awesome. It wins all kinds of 3-knife challenges when I put it in 3-knife challenges. It's just a daggone good knife. The Vault is overwhelmingly worth the money that it cost. And for an EDC knife, when you want a knife and you can get multiple uses out of it, if you're limited on budget like me, being a single dad, if I get a knife, I want to be able to use it for more than just one purpose. Yeah, okay, it's an EDC knife, but I can also put it with a pair of dress slacks and wear it out to dinner as an executive knife or a gentleman's knife. It has multiple purposes, and that right there is what that does. All right, we're getting into the top 10, almost done. Boom. Large Pyrite by CJRB. One of my favorite knives. I carry it at least once a week I'm carrying this knife. Titanium handles. They normally come with steel handles. This is titanium. RPM 9 blade steel, which is the equivalent of 9CR. Fantastic. Dual thumb studs, good jimping. This is the large Pyrite. You can get them smaller. You can get them in a clip blade, drop point. You want to talk about a fidgety knife to walk around and carry with a reversible pocket clip. Fidgety as all get out with this button lock. It's larger. It's got titanium handles. The ergonomics are phenomenal. I mean, this knife is one of my favorites. I've had this channel for, 8 months, and all the way back when I first started, I was showing this knife as one of the knives I carry the most, and it's still one of the knives I carry the most because I love it. One of the greatest EDC knives ever made by Zach Whitmore, the Yonder. You can't go wrong with this. Straight lines for ergonomics, micarta handles, reversible pocket clip, crossbar lock, dual thumb studs. It's kind of a cross between a Spey and a reverse Tonto. Flat grind, an amazing knife. This is one of the best EDC knives ever made. It's called the Yonder by Zach Whitmore from Zach in the Wild. He's now the vice president of marketing for Boker, North America, and he is an amazing guy. He actually gave me a knife personally at Blade Show for a giveaway, and I appreciate him. dual thumb studs, and this thing is super affordable, 50 to 60 bucks. It's hard to beat this knife. It's that daggone good. The Yonder. Just got this knife. The Arcade. All 10 blade steel, good drop point, some of the best jimping you'll see. It's got the shark lock, so fidget factor is insane, out of this world. It's got good polymer handles. You can get it in multiple colors. It's also DLC coated blade, reversible pocket clip, a lanyard hole, good straight lines for ergonomics, and it's large for big hands. Just a fantastic fidget factor knife. Fantastic fidget factor knife right there. Awesome. CGRB Maximal. Probably all around one of the top 5 EDC knives ever made, in my opinion. Just for all around EDC, regardless of who you are or what you like, you'll probably like this knife. CGRB drop point, designed by David C. Anderson from Knife Center. Watch his videos. Google or YouTube Knife Center. You'll learn. You might have already known who he is. If you haven't, watch his videos. I learned a lot from him. He's awesome. Crossbar lock, RPM 9 blade steel, 9CR, deep carry pocket clip. This knife is one of the best EDC knives ever made. Ever. I don't care who you are. It's hard not to like the Maximal. Miguron Moyaro. If this thing had another opening, or it had a crossbar lock, it would probably be number 2 on the list. But because it only has one thumb hole for opening, it drops a little bit for me. But look at that blade shape. Look at that flat grind. Look at the ergos on the handle. It's got the blue and black it's called Damascus. Titanium milled pocket clip, 14C 28 blade. You can get these for 50 to 60 bucks on Amazon. Miguron Moyaro, and it's one of the top rated EDC knives on the market by so many people. So many people that do these lists of top EDC knives, this is in their top 5 over and over and over. The Miguron Moyaro. Check it out. I had to learn the hard way about how good Miguron was, and they're awesome. All right, top 5. Boom. Kershaw Iridium. D2 blade, reverse Tonto. Action's insane. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. They come in different blade shapes. Crossbar lock, micarta handles, deep carry pocket clip. This thing is insane. I love the Iridium. It's one of the fidgetiest knives you will ever see. Hands down, it is awesome. Straight lines for the ergos. Fantastic knife. Number 4, Kaiser Mini Roach. These are discontinued, so they're hard to get. If you can find one, get one. One of the best knives you'll ever run across for EDC. That leaf shape, the leaf blade shape, sharp piercing tip, swedge, hollow grind. The ergos on this are second to none. They're that daggone good. It's a liner lock, steel liners, all in all, fantastic knife. And it's got a flipper tab. The action is silky smooth. What a great knife. And slicey is all get out. Top 3. This could have been number 2. The Petrified Fish Hourglass. $55 to $60 on Amazon. It's got wood handles, titanium bolsters, and K110, Bowler K110 blade steel. That's a budget blade steel, but the blade itself is phenomenal. It is meant for EDC. Look at that blade. Talk about slicey. It's big. It also has the same capabilities of being a gentleman's knife. Good flipper tab. Look at those ergos. This knife is next level. Bees. Several people think that this is one of the best EDC knives out there, and I agree. It's one of the best EDC knives on the market. It is phenomenal, and when you consider you can get it for 55 to 60 bucks, it's hard to beat. Number 2 is the Voss Schilling Cutter. Another one with that leaf-shaped blade, flat grind, dual thumb studs, G10 handles, deep carry pocket clip that's reversible. Actually, no, this is not reversible, so it's not. But it's got the Vancor lock, which is a pivot button lock, basically like a pivot button lock. Very, very fidgety. It's also a front flipper. So it's got multiple openings, front flipper, thumb studs, and the Vancor lock. And look at that blade. Talk about comfortable in your hand. Talk about a slicey blade, piercing tip for puncturing packages or boxes and slicing, whatever. Fantastic knife. And number 1, no question, everybody knew, is the daggone best knife there is, the Raccoon top liner lock. It's hard to beat it. Now you can also get the Raccoon with the crossbar lock, but they're not even close to the same knife. They look the same, but they ain't the same. The top liner lock is the best EDC knife in the world, in my opinion. It's got a good blade shape, flat grind, black micarta handles. You can get them in other colors as well. You can also get it in a clip point instead of a drop point. But it's a top liner lock, button lock. So it's just like a liner lock. What does top liner lock mean? It means instead of going through the bottom and having a liner lock, it goes through the top and having a liner lock. But instead of having to push it with your finger, you can push the button that will push back the liner lock. It's just a button that pushes that liner out of the way and lets the blade close. It's a top liner lock. Here, what's a liner lock? This is a liner lock right there. So imagine if you had a button right here with a little bar that went down, and every time you push that button, it pushed that liner down, so it would close it. Now the liner is on the back side instead of the underside. And there's a button that you push that pushes that bar down. That's all a top liner lock is. This is the best EDC knife in the world, and it's the number 1 knife that I will recommend to anybody for EDC. It's fidgety, it's comfortable in the hand, and phenomenal. 14C 28M blade steel. And the last lesson I'm going to tell you is this. Make sure that if you get an EDC knife, it's good ergonomics. Because I have knives that are great, they look beautiful, they fancy, they got good blade steels, but they don't feel good in the hand, and I never carry them. Ergonomics is one of the most important things to have on a blade, because it has to feel good in your hand, or you will carry it once or twice, you won't like it, you'll put it on the shelf or in a drawer, and you'll not carry it anymore, and you'll go to carrying something else. Ergonomics are important. Find out what feels good in your hand, if you like straight lines or finger trolls, and get knives that fit that profile, and you'll enjoy what you got. But that's the top 25 EDC knives that I have. They're all fantastic. I'll come out with another video for gentlemen's knives. This was just a fun video, and hopefully you learned something from it. If you have questions about any of these, email me, but also ask people in the comments. They'll answer your questions. If anybody has any suggestions in the comments for other ideas for good EDC knives for them, they'll tell you all who they are if they want. I don't want to say their name because they emailed me for a reason. But if you want, let people know who you are in the comments. They will answer your questions. They will tell you some other good suggestions, answer anything you've got. In case I can't get to you quick enough, they can. But remember, welcome to this community. You can always ask any questions you want. There is no such thing as a dumb question, and you will always be respected for anything that you want to know. Guys, I'm Chris, I'm Professional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives and happy lives. This was just a fun video talking knives. That's all, and a lot of knives. So it was a long one, but you know me. I normally do long videos. At least I cut it short somewhat. I'm Chris, I'm Professional Dad. I wish you all sharp knives and happy lives, and I will see you in the next one.